Hello, I'm the Ben Crazy, and we're at Mid Ohio for the Vintage Grand Prix. We're gonna see some old cars, might see some drivers, might do some interviews. But this is a start on this beautiful day in Mid Ohio.
So, one of the great things about going to a small track event like this is just the amount of access you have, which includes easy access to the garage that's open to everyone to just walk around and see the hard work in action, meet drivers and crew members, and hear their stories. Those in NASCAR and IndyCar have already made it. Their stories have been told, but everyone here is different. Not only in the stories that haven't been told or covered yet, but also where they are in their story. There's the Joe Nemecheks, drivers that have made it in their career. Their time has come and gone, but they continue to work on cars and race because it's just what they've always done. It may be a hobby now, but it's something to do to stave off the boredom and keep the mind working. The same goes for the car enthusiast here, just for the fun of working on and showing off their race car. This is their retirement, their hobby, their distraction from life outside of the track. On the other end, there are drivers just starting out in chapters 1 and 2 of their book. Kids and young adults hoping for that next opportunity, needing that good finish and prove that they have what it takes, that they have the skills to move up. But with motor racing or any competitive sport and career, most of the stories here are not of success, but of failure. Not being able to make it to that next level. Not being better than the drivers around you. Yes, it could be because of lack of money and not being in that top tier car, but to that driver, it's just an excuse. That driver and their family put a lot of money into this potential career, only for it to turn into a hobby. These drivers still have that itch, that desire, that hope, but their stories stay short. This is not just exclusive to drivers though, the storylines play out just the same for team members. Again, for fans to have access to watch these guys work on the car is just awesome. You see engineers just starting out in racing and looking forward to bigger and better careers. Members are just happy where they are in the world. But there are also those with careers that have stagnated and exist solely off the money from families that didn't have the fortunes, the means necessary to get that top tier ride. Now, there's NASCAR and IndyCar media members that beg and plead for credentials to be able to ask the same old questions to drivers giving the tired old responses to upload and put up on YouTube. But interesting answers and stories are not there, not for me at least. The history of racing, the future of racing is here in this garage at your local short track, at small race meetups, available to any fan with a ticket. The stories here are plentiful. So, while we look at some of the show cars here, let me explain a little bit about Mid-Ohio if you've never been or are planning to go sometime in the future. Parking is actually inside the track, which makes it great to leave stuff in the car and then go back and forth, staying stocked up throughout the day. The whole infield of the track is walkable, so although most people set up shop with their folding chairs at corners or on a hill, I treat it like a hike and walk the entire track once or twice. I put in about 7 miles of walking this day. Concession stands are well spread out, as well as the restrooms and porta potties. There are grandstands, but it's the worst part of the track. Uh, they're full of splintered, broken wood on rusty scaffolding. It's a safety hazard that needs to be dealt with sooner rather than later. The IndyCar and NASCAR spotters are normally positioned here, so good luck to them, and I hope they get their tetanus shot. If you've never been to Mid-Ohio and you live close, I highly recommend checking it out. So with that, I'm the Ben Crazy, and enjoy some sights and sounds of Mid-Ohio.
Todd Sloan, it sounds like we're going full board yellow. I agree with that. I don't see that out here in front of me yet, but it sounds like we're going to need to do that to get that car out of harm's way.
Well, the lights came on the safety car, which usually indicates we're going to go full course yellow, but I see a cloud of dust. I think Todd Sloan is going to try to drive it out of the gravel trap, but it looks like that's not going to happen. The safety car does indeed pull out in front of Stewart Throw.
Yeah, the first report was we were going there, and then it looked like we was going to be able to drive out.
All right, so that was a day at Mid-Ohio. I'm a sweaty mess after walking, 12,000 steps, at least 5 or 6 miles around this track a couple times. But it was fun. Got to see some interesting car combinations racing. Was able to interview Kaz Gralla. That was pretty cool. And I enjoyed the benefits of coming to like a vintage Grand Prix where there's not that many people here. Track access and pit access is pretty much free. So you can go around, walk around, do anything you want, take pictures of anything you want, meet people that you never would think you'd meet. I met Joe Nemechek, though he was kind of busy, so I wasn't able to do any kind of interview there, but I was at least able to grab some pictures of the rear Gen 4 Toyota that ended up winning. But all in all, it was a fun day here, and I plan on coming back again. So, if you can, smash that subscribe button and slap that like button, and I'll catch you in the next time. Bye, crazy.